A wonderful morning to everybody. Once again, coming back to my channel. Today, we are going to verify Panchatantram 2 story sum. We already discussed that all these stories are more useful in the life to escape from problems, to have some spiritual knowledge, to have quick decisions. So, why don't we be late? Let's we are going through the stories. It is already discussed about Vishnu Sharma. Here, the first story we are going to verify about a foolish monkey. Yeah, once upon a time, there were living some monkeys. Among them, a foolish monkey was there. One day, they went to a place where carpenters are working along with the logs. These are the logs. Carpenters went for meals at the time. They kept a log like this. It was going to be cutting, and they kept in the middle of that chisel. The chisel means it's just like a big nail. They are keeping make it middle, and they are making it into two parts by beating with a hammer. The foolish monkey observed that there was no one. It got near there, and sitting in between that opened narrow place of the wood, and it removed the chisel out of it. Yeah, what happened? It was closed and the monkey was dead. So, what do you find here? Yeah, it is don't interfere with another's work because you are very new. If you are going to be interfering into that work, we are getting the problems. Now we are going to the another story. Yes, that is a donkey, dog, along with a washerman. Once there was a washerman who used to be with a donkey and a dog. Dog used to watch the house, take care of the house, just like a god. Donkey used to weigh the weights of that clothes. One day, a robber came to just steal the house of washerman. Washerman was sleeping soundly. Donkey asked the dog to bark because to wake up the washerman. But the dog said no. It it didn't want to wake up that washerman. Finally, Donkey decided to make sounds. So that's why at once it began to bray itself aloud. The inconvenience sound of the donkey made the washerman woke up. But the thieves were already left. He felt the donkey disturbed him. So he bit the donkey severely and the donkey was dead. So what are you getting here? So this is also, yeah, mind your own business. Why should we be with others' business? Because the donkey taking the business of the dog, it died. So it is foolish donkey. Now we are going to with another story. Yeah, here you are looking the jackal. Yeah, the sound of the drum. Once upon a time there was a jackal. One day he heard a strange sound and got afraid. Not only the jackal, all most of the animals they got afraid. Jackal got the permission from the animals and it moved towards that sound. The sound was coming often. It is coming continuously. It gone. It's just gone far away and finally it found. There was a drum, and a branch of the tree is touching the drum at the time of air flowing. Then the sound was coming out of the drum. Anyhow, the fox was relaxed, and the drum was left by some warriors, and they stayed there nearby previously. The fox found some food inside the cave, which was left by the warriors. Finally, it was happy because it found the food, and the doubt was also cleared. So, what is this? Bravery and investigating the facts leads to success. Yes, sometimes we have to do. Of course, so the result will be positive or negative, that is secondary. But you should be brave and try to investigate the real things. Yeah. This is the story of a misery saint. Misery means not spending too much and saving more. Even this kind of the people not eating properly, at least to take care of the health. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a misery saint. Yeah, this fellow only. Yeah, he used to preach at temples and preach at some people and earning more. He saved more. One day, a robber joined with him as a disciple. Disciple means a student, and served him well. At first, he was not free with disciple because he doubted. Slowly, he believed him strongly. One day, when he was taking Surya Namaskara at a river, the thief had taken away all his property and run away from there. So, what you understand here? Too much faith in others leads to grief. No need to believe that much any others. Yeah, finally we are going to be the grief. So, this is the moral. Next, the story is the crow and snake. Once upon a time, there was a tree and a crow was living on it, and it hatched some eggs. It laid some eggs, and it's ready to hatch. But when the crow was out of the tree, going for getting some food for itself, a snake which was under there living here used to go on the tree and ate the eggs. Every time it's happened, the crow was very sad. So finally, it decided to kill the snake. It's not possible actually. It had a plan. One day, it saw some king attendants and queens. The queens were taking bath, and they left their gold and jewelry beside the river. Yeah, attendants were there. The crow had taken one costly necklace and coming near to the tree. All the way, attendants were following the crow. The soldiers were following the crow. The crow threw that necklace here. So by looking that, yeah, soldiers just dig out this and they found the snake there. They killed the snake and take away the jewelry. So now the crow was happy. Soon it would be having chicks. Yeah. What you find here? Wisdom saves you always. Wisdom, way of using the knowledge is called wisdom, way of using knowledge. Our intelligence is superior to strength. Crow is very small, but because of its intelligence, it killed a snake that is superior to strength. This we have to know. Now we are going to the another story, the crab and her, her, Heron. We are calling Hern only. It's just like a swan, but it's just like a crane, and in the middle of the swan, it's very long. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful stream where fishes and crab living happily. One day, a heron came and said it was pious. The pious means being holy and not killing any creature. And it made friendship with all of them. But after some days, the stream is getting to dry. Then the fishes asked suggestion. Then Hearn said, there was a beautiful stream nearby. It was big one. So, if the fishes giving the permission, Hearn would ready to shift them from here to another stream. Fishes accepted, and the Hearn daily used to take one fish and simply eating them. Like this, almost all fishes completed. It finished. The final one is only crab. Crab also wanted to shift to another stream. Hearn said, okay. But what happened finally? After traveling a distance, Crab got idea. He already heard from his old parent. There was no stream that side where the Hearn was moving. It understood and saw some bones of the fishes nearby. Yeah, it got that idea of the Hearn, and immediately it is going near the neck and cut its neck. Yeah, after that Hearn fallen down, and crab just moved out of that place and saved itself. How clever the crab was. So what you understood here? A tact will save you from danger. Wisdom will save you from danger. An idea can save you from danger. Yeah. So wisdom saves you always. Wisdom. What is the wisdom? Using the knowledge in the right way. That is. Now we are going to the another story. So it's a most. It's already so many knows this story. That is the lion and the rat. Once upon a time, there was a lion. The lion used to kill the animals. Animals requested they would send an animal daily one. It accepted. When the turn of the rabbit came, rabbit thought an idea. It reached the lion very late. Lion got angry. Lion asked him why he was late. Rabbit said there was another lion in the well. It stopped him. Lion got angry and moved to the well. It saw his own reflection in the well. It found there was another one. It thought and jumped into the well to kill it and died. Yeah, rabbit was happy and all the animals also. Yeah, here also an idea can change your life. Wisdom can change your life. Wisdom can save you always. You can take all this. Next, it's a different story. It is about a flea and the bug. A flea means FLEA. A flea and the bug. A flea means it's a kind of the insect. In Telugu, it is calling Gumadi Purugu or something so like this. Yeah, once upon a time, there was a flea living in king's bed, and it used to suck the blood of the king after he was getting deep sleep. It was happy. One day, a bug, this is the bug, came to the flea and requested that it would like to live in the king's bed. The flea advised him not to suck his blood until he would sleep deep. The bug said okay, but one day when the king just slept on the bed, immediately it began to suck his blood. The king wasn't slept completely. He got angry, he woke up and searched for something. The bug hid itself. The flea was there. He saw that and killed the flea. So this was a mistake. What was the mistake? Never trust or never give shelter to strangers because strangers are dangerous. And one more thing is the false promises have no value. Here, who made the false promise? That is the only one, the bug. It said false promise only, it given. Also, you should be careful about the strangers. Yes. Now we are going with another one. Oh, it was an interesting story. Once upon a time, there was a lion, crow, tiger, and a jackal, four friends. One day, a camel was left in the forest by a businessman because it got injured and it was left there. After that, camel ate some medicinal plants by unknowingly and it became cured. Next, one day it got friendship with all these four animals. Lion was very happy with the camel because the camel has all good values, good words, good advice like this. The others got angry, especially jackal and tiger, because lion was being more close to camel. They planned when lion was sick, it asked all of them to get food. All that three animals remaining, jackal, tiger, crow, returned and they said they did not find anything to eat and they offered themselves to eat. Poor camel, believing them, it also offered itself to eat him. Without accepting of the lion, that jackal, tiger jumped upon the camel immediately and killed it. And after that, lion also joined to eat. So, what the mistake here means, we should be with our group only. That are the wild animals. Camel is not wild animal, so it won't go. So, what is the moral of the story? Never trust or give shelter to strangers. That is one. And also, we won't be the people which or who doesn't belong to our nature. Next, coming to the story, that is three fishes. Yeah, once there were the three fishes. One is good. Second one is feeling more IQ. Third one also feeling more than that like this. Okay, what happened? One day they found, yeah, the lake was going to be dry. The first one said it would be better to move through the small canal was there to another pond or another canal, so something or another stream like that. The first one advised. The two said no, it would be more time. The first one happily moved through a small canal to another stream. Yeah, one day that fisherman came and they just caught both of them. Second one acted just like a dad. Yeah, he threw that simply aside. He kept because it was dead, it won't move. The second one slowly moving towards a canal and escaped from there. Third one, it just like a fighter, it was moving in his hand. Fisherman got angry and just bet against the floor. It died. Yeah, against the earth, it died. So, what is the moral here? Yeah, don't be idiotic. Don't be idiotic. Don't be idiotic. Up to death. Because first only better to plan something to escape from that problem. Yeah. Next coming to the another story, that is another foolish tortoise. Yeah, that is the swans and the tortoise. Once upon a time, there was a tortoise lived in a pond, lived in a lake. It had two friends that are swans. One day, it felt that the lake was going to be dried. Then it asked swans to shift him from here to another safe lake. They said okay. And before that, swans clearly advised tortoise, you should bite the stick with your mouth and don't open your mouth. We will carry you. If you open your mouth, you will fall down and die. It said that it won't. Okay, finally, the two swans carrying the tortoise like this way in this picture. Villagers looking at it and they felt wondered and they are making noises. And tortoise can't stop its anxiety. It would like to speak something. It opened the mouth. Immediately it fell to the ground and died. So, what's here we observed in this story? Don't be idiotic. Because already Swan said, don't open your mouth. And also, don't go with boostings or other words also. Everything is listening means we are going to be spoiled. Next is a washerman and a donkey. Yes, here. A washerman and a donkey. Here, uh, once there lived a washerman, he has a donkey. He used to cover the donkey with the tiger's skin, and after that, he lived, he just left it in the fields for eating grass. Farmers, people, they thought, oh, there was a tiger, and they are not coming to the side of the donkey because it was under the cover of tiger. One day, the donkey listened some voices nearby, the animals, and it also started to bray itself loudly. Finding the sound of that farmers identified it was not tiger. They came and bet it up to its death. So, what is the moral of the story? Be yourself. No need to be with others' skin, others' words like that. Truth can't be hidden. Yeah, today or tomorrow, truth will be out. That also we have to observe. Yeah. Next we are coming to the just like this only another the colorful story, that is the colorful jackal. Colorful jackal. Usually we saw the normal jackal, but how it's becoming colorful. Once upon a time there was a jackal. It went to nearby the village for searching or getting some food, some animals, any chicks or any lamb like that. But due to dog's attack, it ran fast and fell nearby into the colorful water and got so many colors to its body and returned to the forest. After looking colors on the body, all the animals feeling a bit different. Yeah, and it said it is from divine. It's equal to just like a god and behave like that. All animals, including lion, started to give respect to this jackal. But one day it rained. All the colors of the jackal gone. They identify the reality, truth, and all they bet him up to its death. So be yourself. Be yourself. Cheating others by changing originality or by having colors leads to death. Leads to death. Yeah. So better to be ourselves only. Yeah. This is another wonderful story. It's by the crows and kites. Yeah, there's a fight between the kites and crows. Once upon a time, there lived crows in one town and kites in another town. Both of them used to fight to show their power once upon one on another. One day, an old crow planned and it acted as injured and reached with the shelter of the kites. It explained the kites, crows attacked him and that he would want to live with them. Being its old crow, kites accepted. One day, kites wanted to celebrate some festival. Old crow sent the message to all the crows to come and attack because all they are eating and drinking, so like that. Crows came suddenly and attacking all on the nights. Sorry, on the kites. Finally, crows won and kites lost. Kites were defeated. So you must not give shelter to your enemies. That is the first thing. If you find this is enemy, anyway, no need to give the shelter. If you are giving means it's our foolishness. Yeah. And one more story. It is getting that is a clever rat. Look here, and a clever crow. Clever rat and crow. Why these are being clever? Once upon a time, that is, you know already the crows are the doves. Previously, when they were attacked by hunter, when they were just in the net, rat bite the net and saved them. That story. That friendship only being this crow and rat also. One day they found a cat was in the net. Then the cat requested them to save him and to bite the net and save him. But the rat said directly, "You are my enemy. As being you are my enemy, I couldn't do it." Yeah, Crow also accepted that. So, because if they release the cat, it would eat them. That they got it. So, friendship with a natural enmity is not good. Yes, what the rat is said is right. Next, the mongoose, the loyal mongoose. Once upon a time, there was a farmer along with his wife. They haven't children first. They just got a pet of mongoose. After some days, they have a child. One day, farmer went to the farms and the woman went out to get water. Then a snake entered inside. Mongoose got. Maybe the snake would kill the child. So mongoose attacked the snake and killed. And after that, it was waiting near the door for her mistress. When the woman returned, it saw first the mongoose with blooded mouth. Woman thought mongoose killed the child, and she just leave the water pot on it and gone inside. Mongoose was dead. After that, she understood mongoose saved the child. So don't be hasty, that much fast no need in taking decisions. We have to think so like that. So, like this kind of the stories giving and enriching the knowledge of that students, dads, slow learners, Vishnu Sharma. So, as a teachers, we can also give. I never feel totally by learning the subject we can be best in the life, but having the knowledge of this kind of the Panchatantra, we can be happy. Thank you for enriching your child's knowledge and spirituality.